The New Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, Volume 42, featuring these 2 episodes. Episode 1, The Case of King Phillip's Golden Salver. Episode 2, The Adventure of the 6 Napoleons. The radio programs appearing in this audiobook were written by Dennis Green, Bruce Taylor, and Anthony Bouche, based upon the characters and suggested by incidents appearing in stories created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle in his Sherlock Holmes detective novels, featuring narration by John Stanley as Sherlock Holmes and Alfred Shirley as Dr. Watson. The radio show's host is Cy Harris.
From New York City, the makers of Clipper Craft Clothes for Men and 1,036 leading retail stores from coast to coast present the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Tonight's adventure, the case of King Phillip's Golden Salver.
Well, if it isn't our old friend Mr. Harris returned from his vacation with a brand new coat of tan.
But still wearing my favorite Clippercraft suit, Doctor, and looking forward to a Sherlock Holmes adventure. What's it to be tonight, Dr. Watson?
Well, Mr. Harris, it concerns the strange disappearance of an elaborate golden platter sent to Queen Elizabeth by Philip of Spain. It was, of course, a priceless historical masterpiece which belonged by rights with the rest of the crown jewels in the Tower of London.
The Tower of London, what a fabulous place that is, Dr. Watson.
It is indeed, Mr. Harris, dating from William the Conqueror. It has been a citadel, a royal palace, a state prison, and a mint. It is still a fortress, an armory, and a treasury with a resident military garrison.
Quite a setup.
It represents the most glorious as well as the most bloody pages of English history.
Now to return to the Tower of London, Dr. Watson.
Yes, it was one glorious afternoon in early June. The late afternoon sunshine cast a glow of gold on Tower Green. To the right of us loomed the great original keep of William the Conqueror, called the White Tower.
Say, I've seen pictures of it, part fortress, part dungeon.
Yes, to the left was Beauchamp Tower, and directly ahead was the little chapel of St. Peter. Holmes was enjoying one of his favorite forms of relaxation, feeding raw beef to the ravens who still inhabit that spot. The same spot where once stood the scaffold on which was poured out the lifeblood of some of the greatest names in English history.
Here, I'm not so greedy. You've had your share.
Oh, great bloated beastly birds with their evil yellow eyes. How can you endure the sight of them, Holmes? Think of the bodies their ancestors must have fed on.
Don't be so squeamish, Watson. The scaffold which formerly stood on this site was used only for the beheadings of Queens Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard, the Countess of Salisbury, Viscountess Rochford, Lady Jane Grey, and the Earl of Essex. No, you next. As a rule, the political prisoners incarcerated in the Tower were beheaded on Tower Hill or hanged at Tyburn. There were, of course, exceptions.
Oh, naturally.
Archbishop Cranmer and Bishops Latimer and Ridley were burned at Oxford. Sir Walter Raleigh was executed in Old Palace Yard. Sir Thomas Overbury was poisoned. The 2 little princes, Edward V and the Duke of York, were strangled in the Bloody Tower. Then, of course, there was the Duke of Clarence, who was drowned in a butt of Malmsey wine.
I must say, if I had to be executed, that's the method I'd choose. Oh, go away, you shoo! Ow! Holmes, he bit me.
Serves you right for making sport of the Tower's traditions.
Hello. Who's the young lady coming across the parade grounds? She looks vaguely familiar. She's holding her parasol so far over her face she can't... There, you see, she almost ran into that beef-eater. Now she just missed the old lady with the ear trumpet. What's the matter with the girl? Can't she see where she's going?
Probably not, Watson. She's trying desperately to keep from crying.
Great Scottish Lady Cynthia, sister of that ass Bobbyson Simon and daughter of the Duke of Balmoral. Now, what do you suppose a pretty thing like that has to cry about?
Life isn't all beer and skittles, Watson, even to those in Burke's peerage. Yes, unless I'm very much mistaken, she's upset because her fiancé, young Lieutenant Ronald Backwater, has been
Sample complete. Ready to continue?